In this video, we will learn about the logic of why do we write this create method and how does Drupal inject the services we specify in this create method, which are needed by the classes and are specified through this constructor. So, how does Drupal inject those services? So for understanding this, let's go to the first step. Whenever we hit anything on our Drupal application, the request goes to this index.php, and inside this index.php, for generating the response of our request, the request goes to the kernel of our application. So if I go to the definition of this kernel handle function, I can see that this kernel handle function is for generating the response passes this request to this get kernel function. This get kernel function uses the http kernel component of Symfony. Since we know that Drupal runs over Symfony, and if I go to the definition of Symfony, http kernel is used to generate the responses of the requests. So http kernel has many components. If I can see by going to this vendor directory and Symfony, and I can go to this http kernel. So http kernel has many components. So one of the component is controller and controller resolver. So in Drupal, we do have controller resolver of its own, because Drupal overrides some of the functionalities of Symfony based on its requirement. So for generating the response, to determine which controller it should pass based on the request, the controller resolver uses the function called as, if I go to this function called as get controller, to identify which controller it should use to generate the response. And then this get controller uses controller from definition function, and this get controller from definition function uses the class resolvers get instance from definition function. So if I go to this get resolver function, this get resolver function uses the get, let me go to this class, give me wait a second. If I go to this definition which is inside this dependency injection class resolver, so this class resolver is basically use I mean the controller resolver in order to identify which controller it should call from the get controller from definition function calls this get instance from definition, which is here. So this function, what is the functionality of this function is that this function uses, if I go to the definition of this function, I can see the definition of this class passes on to this function, and from this function this function check uses group php's built-in function to check whether the class exists, and if the class exists, the processing further goes to this if statement and checks whether our controller or the class is a subclass of this container injection interface, which is, as I've told, which is when we are implementing dependency injection to pass our dependencies, as into let me go and open the controller to pass the dependencies here. Yes, to pass the dependencies, um, we extend controller base, which in turns implements container injection interface. So um, con- Give me a second. Mm, so same function is being defined multiple places, so this confusion is happening. So whenever we write a controller, what happens is we extend controller base, which in turn implements container injection interface. So here this checks whether the definition or class is a subclass of this container injection, and if it is, then it calls the create method of that particular definition, which is the class. So here it will call the create method of this class controller, and thus it will create, or through this late static binding, it will create the objects of the dependencies and pass it on to the constructor. So that is why whenever we are implementing dependency injection, to pass the or inject the dependencies needed by the controller or the class, we must write create function, because we are injecting it through the injecting interface, and here this index injecting interface, and from here this create function is being called. uh, so this is it. Thank you.